Hey guys, Surepeacooler here, and this is a Archetype Showcase of some of the cards in the upcoming Sky deck. The deck is done, but I'm waiting to also finish the Hell deck to show it off. So this is going to be a bit more of a breakdown of some of the specific cards in it, which you'll see more briefly mentioned in that video when I get round to it. So this is the archetype known as the Nimbams, kind of named after Nimbus clouds. They're all these kind of cloud-based things, definitely taking some inspiration from the Weathermen from Chaos Galaxy. Most evident with this one, because one of the cards in that's called Weatherman Hailstoom, and I liked how Stoom sounds, so I just kind of took that name and modified it a bit. Because all creative work is kind of based on something else or inspired by it. Don't just rip something off, take something, add your twist to it, and you'll get something cool. Anyway, so I'm going to be breaking down how you actually use these. So you'll notice these three all have two colours on their cards. That's because their abilities all state they are also a creature from a different element. This one's rock, this one's water, this one's hell. And the benefit of having two elements is this card, Floating Islands. While it's active, all killed creatures with an element other than sky, including dual element sky creatures, get attached to this instead of getting attached to their respective dead piles. And then, when three are attached, you choose one to add back to your deck, one to send to the opponent's deck, and the remaining one is just killed. So realistically what would happen is you'd be using the sky deck, then any of the enemy's creatures you kill will get attached to this. Let's say an Emworm, which is like the weakest fire card, but then your Nimbam Mustak also dies. Then you have one more attached, like, I don't know, Fulo Inferno. This, no matter whose turn it is, when three are attached, the player who owns this floating island will choose one to add back to their deck, one to add to the opponent's deck, and anyone's killed. This stays in play and can repeat that process unless it's destroyed. So it means that both players will be getting some of their killed cards back, and it's a really interesting kind of twist on the game. But that isn't the only function of these cards. Because this isn't actually explicitly part of the archetype, it just combos insanely well with them. No. For that, I will show you this one, Nimbam Taifu, one of the only two pure sky Nimbam cards. On death, you add one of your Nimbam creatures from your deck to your hand. So if this is your only Nimbam and it dies, you can add another. You can search your deck for another one. Or, ideally, you might already have a Mustak in your hand, but not want to play it because it has abysmal health. So you play your Taifu, it dies, and you can search out one with better health because of this activator here, Inclement Clouds. After one of your Nimbam creatures kills an enemy creature, so your Mustak kills one of the enemy's creatures, let's say this is your only one in play, you can return it to your hand and replace it with a different Nimbam creature, which will not be able to attack this turn. So you do that to bring out your Nimbam Stratum, which has way more health and is going to be way harder to kill. Meaning that you'll be able to have this Mustak back in your hand to be used another time. Additionally, Dust Out here has a pretty interesting ability. It can attack two creatures per turn, but cannot team up with other creatures. So if your enemy has two fairly weak creatures in play, you can take them both out with this. But if they've got one really strong one, he's not going to be much help. Just to create a little bit of variety in the playstyles of cards, whereas normally you'd be teaming up to try and take out the stronger ones. This one kind of helps you fight back against your enemy, sending out large waves so that stalling is less of an option for them. Anyway, that has been the archetype showcase for the Nimbams. So stay tuned for a full Sky deck overview, and goodbye.